All right, guys, so we are going to do core fundamentals. My favorite thing about this program right here is that if you were a professional athlete or an 80-year-old grandma, you're going to start here. You have to prove to me that you can do these things before you do anything else. They're also easy to make harder or easier at any given time. This first one is a dead bug. So let's get both arms, both legs all the way up to the sky. Right? So they are perfectly straight, and I want you to drop your right arm and your left leg down to the ground, right there. So hold it there. Make sure your low back is smashed into the ground. Just keep your head down too, Sammy. We're not in Pilates. We don't have to do that right now. Go ahead and switch sides for me, guys. Good. So you got 3, 2, 1. Switch. 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, down. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. You guys aren't good with numbers, huh? 2, 1, 6. Good thing you're pretty. 3, 2, 1, 7. Down. You are models. 2, 1, 8. 3, 2, 1, 9. And 3, 2, 1, and 10. Good job. So that's a simple version of dead bugs. You could just do one round to warm it up like that, or if you need to train that weight belt or kind of get in your lower back to engage or smash down, you can do more. We're going to do one more progression of a dead bug. So let's get both arms, both legs straight up. And now this time I want you to bring both arms over your head about halfway down. So now that's there, can you really pull that lower back into the ground? Can you smash it? Can you breathe behind that tension you're creating? I already see some of you guys shaking, right? It's hard to do that. Now drop your right leg down and hold it. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs, keep your arms where they're at. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Down. You guys are getting this modeling thing down. 2, 1, 6. 3, 2, 1, 7. This is why I don't give compliments. People mess up. 3, 2, 1, 8 every time. 3, 2, 1, 9. 3, 2, 1, and 10. Well done. All right, so now you've got that kind of weight belt. You got that transverse abdominis firing. Now we're gonna do the next one that's really good at setting. Mikey's already kind of doing it naturally, so give yourself a hug. Pull those knees in towards your chest. So when you do that, can you bring your head back to the ground? Can you bring your head back to the ground? Can you tuck your tailbone back to the ground again? Right? So now I want you to get your arms a little bit longer. So I know Vanessa knows this one. We just did this one yesterday. So now you're going to get those hands right there. Can you pull your shoulders down? So you guys check her out real quick. Get those shoulders down. Pull those knees in. So those arms are long and your shoulders are back and down. And you're just going to pull those knees in to set your abs. Can you feel your abs come in a little bit right there? Good. Now pull those knees back in towards your chest, but go a little bit wider. So literally give yourself a hug again. Give yourself a hug. Hug yourself. Love yourself. But try to bring it out a little bit. And if you can kick those heels out a little bit too, that changes it, right? Now set that posture with your long arms again. So get your arms long, but keep them wide. There you go. So keep them right there. Arms are long. Now pull those knees into those long arms, keeping your back down. Wow, that's hard to get your lats, your abs, and your butt all on the same page, isn't it? Give yourself one more hug. Pull them back in again. Go as wide as you can, pulling those knees in. Good. Push your ankles to the outside. That forces that internal rotation a little bit. Now get those arms long and set it, okay? Set it, set it, set it. 4, 3, 2, 1. That feels really good, right? So that's what I call the lab exercise. That's getting your lats, your abs, and your butt on the same page. Good. Bring both arms to the outside into a T. Okay, bring your knees back up to your waist. And this is what we call windshield wipers. So you're just going to drop those legs to one side and then go to the other side, right? It's as easy as keeping your shoulders down and just getting that going. Disassociating your shoulders from your hips. A lot of our back pain comes from the concept that we can't separate our shoulders into our hips and our back starts trying to rotate. This is just a real easy way to do this. Overachiever types, let's get those legs all the way long and see if we can kick their neighbor, or more importantly, engage our abs and obliques a little bit harder. But you have to keep those heels as high as your hips. Can you keep them all the way up there? If that's too hard, you just stay where you're at. But I love the concept of constantly challenging yourself. Try that harder level. Try that harder progression. That's how you get better, is get out of your comfort zone. Good. Nice work, guys. From there, you're going to flip over. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get both feet on the ground. You've just got a glute bridge. So raise your hips as high as you can. Okay, so when you come up, if I was pushing out on these knees, drive them out the best that you can. Get high, 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 high. Good. Now I want you to raise your right leg as high as you can. Get it all the way straight. Push through that heel of the left foot. Once again, you're pushing out. Good, switch your legs. Get high, high, high. Get that leg as straight as possible. Outstanding, rest, come back down. So anytime your back feels a little bit weird, you can give yourself that hug again. You can set your back or shoulders if it feels good to rotate. It's kind of like the same idea of the jellyfish jiggle. Just kind of wiggle it out, get that tension out. Okay, so now we're gonna do a flexion extension glute bridge. I know Vanessa knows this one too, so she gets to be the model again. So let's extend your left leg all the way out. That right foot's close to your butt. If you guys want to check her out real quick, she's going to raise up her hips as high as she can and then bring this in with the dorsiflex ankle. Then she'll drop down and drop it back down. Okay, we're going to do about 10 of those. Okay, on your marks, get set and go. So just go your pace. We'll do about 10. Don't overly worry about counting. That's something else. I'm a big fan of time under tension. Yes, it is important to have reps, duration, intensity, and that kind of stuff. But if you guys just follow this core fundamental thing, if this was your off day, or if this was like a move thing, or if this was a warm-up, this could be any of those things. This could be your ab routine. It could be your movement for the day. Or like I said, just that warm-up to activate. This is that first place I start. Let's have you guys hold the next one up. So get up there, and then I'm nice and mean, and this is how I kind of assess people. Can you push out on me? Oh, what's up, Pilates? And can you pull in on me? Whoa, uh-oh, adduction, what you got? 3, 2, and 1. Woo, that's hard, isn't it? That's hard. That is one of those exercises that will give you bang for your buck. Regardless of who you are, you can get better at that constantly. Other side, and go. I'm gonna come mess with you a little bit, so let me see where we got this. So push out on me, there you go. Bring that in, flex it in, good. And then I wanna see your adduction, so pull in on me. Good, there you go, keep breathing, guys, keep breathing. Nice work. What's Farley got? I haven't been picking on him. I need to come pick on him. He's got these big, long levers. It can be hard for somebody who's got long levers. He's a heck of an athlete, so he's got that going on. And back up. Nice work, guys. I'm hearing the breath. Just keep that going. Let's do 2 more and hold that second one up. Good. Get up there and hold. Get up there. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Push into the ground. Think about all that posture, all that tension we talked about in that warm-up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Cool. Let's go on all fours, but have you face this way. I'm sure everybody wants to see your butts, but we won't make them do that. All right, so we're going to get right here. We're going to go hands and knees, and we're going to do a bird dog. So you're going to extend your right arm and your left leg. But I want to remind you guys to actually push into the ground with that left arm the best that you can. Okay? Try not to kick your neighbor, but you got it. You got it, room. Right arm, left leg. Wow, we know right and left. I'm so proud of you guys. So right here, Jesus is gonna try to get that lat as long as he can. Keep those eyes looking down and just start there. So this is a great starting point. This is hard for some people. There's a couple fitness pros in here that I see shaking a little bit even. Okay, so now once you can do this, can you stabilize your spine and bring your left knee in? So bring your left knee in. Ooh, don't round that. We're not in Pilates again. Kick it straight back. So squeeze the booty and then bring that knee in without moving this. That's what's really hard, is we don't want to see that compensation, that flexion extension. So you're going just a touch far too, brother. So right there, just here. Don't let that move. Good, get a couple more on that side. And there's tons of ways that we can progress or regress this exercise. Good, so let's go ahead and switch sides. If you think about what your core does, it stabilizes your spine so your limbs can move, right? This is where we start. So get there. Find that range of motion and just hold it. Just hang out for a second. Jesus is really excited to get going, so we can follow Jesus's lead. It's okay. Let's go. Right? It's what I call flow in your own way. Bring that right knee in, Sammy. You got it. Go ahead, Mike. Bring it in, and then kick it back. And then can you squeeze that glute? You know, I walk around with like a PVC pipe and I jab people in their butts sometimes so I can see if it's actually firing. So squeeze back, push back against that, keep reaching that hand, use that time under tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, good. Okay, from there, let's have you guys just drop back into a child's pose for a second, just lengthen out. And when you get into that child's pose, think about spreading your fingers out the best that you can. Really lengthen them. How wide can you get? Push through your palms and lift your fingers. Spread them out, 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 out. Now push into the ground a little bit more, right? So you should be able to feel that tailbone going one way, those lats setting right there. Good job. Push back, 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 back. How's Mikey doing? Also a good way that I can kind of assess and see what's going on with people's backs and their hips. Outstanding. Good job. From there, you guys are going to come into a downward facing dog, and we're going to do an inchworm. So you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. You're going to hold that little forward fold, and when you come back forward, we're going to go into what I call a lizard plank. So you see how much I'm shifting my weight forward? I'm literally pulling back, and I'm squeezing my glutes as tight as I can, raising my hips, keeping them as long as I can on the way back. So I'll watch and correct people's planks a little bit right here. Even people who have strong cores really compensate. So Jesus, make sure you keep your hips right here on this plane. Shift your weight forward just a little bit. Keep your arms long, right? That's hard, right? Push up through here too. Up, up, up. Raise this part of the back. There we go. So now you got this, this, and this firing. Good job. Remember that lab thing I was talking about? Lats, abs, and butt? Yep. You guys want to be able to feel that at that end range. Hold it for me for your second, Keith. Raise up right here. Push up the whole mid back, okay? Keep these here. Squeeze these guys down. Woo, that feels a little different. All right, get me one more of those, guys. One more. Nice work. Outstanding. From there, we're going to go ahead and get you guys sitting on your butts. All right, so when you're sitting in this butt, this is what I call seated posture. So can you just bring your arms into this W? So kind of a chest and heart opener. Bring those arms to the back, grow your spine. This is hard enough just to sit like this for some people. Roll the arms down a little bit more, Sammy. Think about that string of the spine, okay? And if you can stabilize this position, can you bring your feet off the ground? Woo, just stay right there, dude. Okay, because I don't want to see you curve through that thing. So just stay right there. Lift, lift, lift. Okay? Keith, wiggle out that neck a little bit. Can you extend your legs? Woo! Get them out there. Get them out there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that shakiness is crazy, right? That shakiness is a proprioception. Your body's figuring out how to lengthen and tighten so it can stabilize your spine. Okay? Couple more drills here as we're gonna do a modified side plank. So let's get you on your right knee. We'll get everybody facing this way. Right knee is on the ground. Right hand is right underneath your shoulders. And they're gonna raise that top leg. Okay? So this is a modified side plank. Can you get in one straight line the best that you can? So can you stack those shoulders and can you raise this leg? Setting this guy right here is super challenging. Bring your head back just a little bit. Lock in that lat. Keep raising that. Keith, get that leg up, brother. Get it up there. Oh, then it comes forward. So that's okay. You don't have to force anything. You just have to control where you're at. 8, 7, head back, Mikey. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Go ahead and face the other way. Face the fence now. Okay, left wrist is right underneath that shoulder. The knee is right underneath your hip. You're going to stack your shoulders and come up. Okay, make sure you're in one straight line. The back of your head, the back of your heel, and your butt. All right, to progress this movement, to make it a little harder, try to kick your leg forward and back a little bit. Whoa, all right, so just keep it long. That's all right, you won't kick him. Yeah, just kind of pulse it. So how much can you bring through that hip? You can also try to make circles, which is really hard as well too. So this is what I mean. You can kind of flow your own way. You can progress. You can change it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Get you guys all facing me back to the front. We're going to go on your stomach. Okay, and we're gonna do a cobra. So a cobra is just gonna keep that feet down and raise our chest as high as we can. So come up the best that you can. Get all the way up there. Good, I know Elizabeth's tight here, so I'm gonna pick on her. Set those shoulders, breathe right there. Good, now bring these hands up. So you can see it's almost like I'm pulling you back. Keep your eyes looking down just a little bit. Keep that up. Okay, so do your best to keep that chest high. Now, can you bring your arms out to the front? Can you go Superman? Good, and now bring them back, all the way back to that position. You have 5 of those. Super challenging. Try not to play handsy with your neighbors too much. You gotta have that whole like group flow thing where you talk without talking. You gotta just know, right? Awareness. All right, let's get you guys 1 or 2 more. Good, nice work. All right, and let's get you back on your feet real quick. All right, and let's just do 1 more of those posture resets, right? So let's get just as tall as you can. Wiggle out any of that tension. Nice and tall, so grow some roots, grip the ground with your toes. Squeeze that booty forward. That spine is pulling up. The chest is puffed out, but now make sure the rib cage is down. When you bring that rib cage down, what happened to the tension in your butt? Okay, take a couple breaths, nasal breaths. Can you hold it in for a second? And then exhale out like you were fogging up a window. Good, 2 more breaths like that. Imagine if you started your day like this or ended your day like this. Do you think that your health would be better? Do you think that your posture would be better? Do you think that every component of your life would be better if you spent 10 or 15 minutes just working on moving and breathing and things that would help your posture and your body to last a lifetime? I think that that's possible, then that's not too much to ask. All right, great job, guys. Shake it out.